There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy.
Hello friends, I hope you're all doing so well. Things are really good here. The weather has been weathering lately and I'm actually really excited to enjoy the summertime. I feel like last summer was kind of a hazy memory for me. I was like heavily in newborn trenches and also rather depressed to the point where like I couldn't even muster up the energy or enthusiasm to go outside and take the dog for a walk some days. So certainly did not get to immerse myself in those summer feels. So I'm excited to make up for it this year and just really romanticize the season. So one of the things I've done already is made a summer lovin' board on Pinterest, and I've just pinned a heap of pics that I really want to encapsulate my summer vibes, and then I've actually turned those into a wallpaper for my computer. So this is kind of like my summer mood board. So I really want to be having some lovely beach days, eating healthy fruits, crafting, just like fun, outdoorsy, creative kind of activities, and really just living my summer best life, I guess. I'm also always on the hunt for new content creators to tune into, and I discovered Brinley Joyner. She's from Florida and she's basically my summer mood board, like as a YouTuber. So I figured that I would sort of get into some of her videos to really create those good summer vibes. So I'm just here having my morning coffee and I'm going to put on one of Brinley's like real summery type videos in the background, and then I'm going to get over on Spotify and make myself like a really fun summer playlist. I want something that says I've just had a day at the beach, it's afternoon time, I'm in the car driving home with the windows down, and it's just like a feel-good atmosphere. And I love country music, so for me that is probably going to consist of like a lot of wholesome, upbeat, like fun country songs, because country is just, it gives summer vibes. So let's go and create that.
Somewhere in the great unknown, when I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on.
Next up on the agenda, I want to do some gardening. So I actually bought these two little planter pot kits, and I bought them for a $20 Secret Santa that we do with my family. I talked about it in my Christmas video, I believe. And as part of that, you pick a present at random, and everyone picks one, and then you have another round where you can go and steal someone else's gift. So I ended up stealing these two, which is the gift that I bought because I bought it because I wanted it myself. So I'm going to plant those. And then these four things here I actually got from Dave for Christmas. I asked for the gloves and I also asked for the bee sanctuary, and he definitely got the memo that I am in my gardening era, and he bought me these little strawberry planters as well, which is perfect with my sunflower and basil one. And we go through so many strawberries, so I really need to get on the strawberry growing train. Hunter loves strawberries. And then he also got me this little greenhouse one, which has tomato, basil, and sunflowers. It's just a shame that it's got these three, because these are the two that I already have big ones of, which sunflowers is fine because they're pretty, but I don't know that I necessarily need 2 lots of basil. It just means maybe I need to start making my own pesto perhaps. But I'm going to take these out the front and sort of start getting them set up. I need to take the little soil pellets out and give them a water and put the seeds in as well. Dave just set up his hammock. This is one of the presents that I bought him for Christmas. Nice little relaxing spot in the backyard. Will definitely be a summer favourite when the yard is finished. I've been working on putting together my summer bucket list on Canva. For a brief period of time, I did actually have an Etsy store where I put up all of my like seasonal bucket lists and planners and things like that. But for now, I'm just having them for myself. But when I was creating my bucket list for Etsy, I was making the activities, books, and movies related to each season more general and kind of approachable or applicable to lots of people, as opposed to things that I would specifically want to do, read, or watch. So obviously, now that I'm just making them for myself, I'm going back and I am switching some things up. So I already had my summer one created. I really just needed to go in and do some tweaks. So these are some of the things that I've got as my activities, and I'm really excited for all of those. Obviously, I've already made my upbeat playlist. I would love to go visit some waterfalls. There are a few sort of within closer proximity to where I live, but a lot of the ones that I haven't been to yet are because they involve like some sort of trekking in order to get there. So they're not really hunter appropriate. So I may need to organize a bit of a day trip without him. He can have like a little daddy daytime, and I can recruit my family and we can go waterfall hunting perhaps. I'm also really keen to do a sunset swim. I've been loving going to the beach more often, you know, in this summer season, and that has been so much fun. And then I'm also super excited to rewatch a lot of these movies. Ones like The Parent Trap, High School Musical, Clueless are all very reminiscent of growing up. And I remember when Blue Crush came out, everyone wanted to be a surfer girl. And then when High School Musical came out, heaps of people had a crush on Zac Efron, and I was certainly one of them. I don't know if you guys were in that mix as well, but let me know in the comments below who the Zac Efron was of your generation. For books, I obviously, number one, wanted to tap into summer vibes. So a lot of them either have summer in the title or are set during the summertime or some sort of holidays. And number two, really just create that, you know, good beach read type feel. So there's a lot of like summer romances in the mix, and then also some with a bit more of a thriller angle as well. And a heap of the books that I put on this TBR are actually ones that I have on my bookshelf that I haven't yet read, and then other ones are either kind of similar vibes of those. So a lot of Elle Kennedy, Emily Henry, things that I've either put on my Amazon wish list or my Pinterest list, or I've seen in the library, and I'm very keen to read and just create that summer atmosphere. So once again, I will print off my bucket list and glue it into my little, I guess you could call this a journal book, if you will. I already have my spring one in there, and then I have like heaps of coloring pages that I printed off of Google in there as well. And then also my Christmas bucket list is in there as well. And then I've got like all of my New Year planning, goals, vision boards, etc. And then I'll print off my summer bucket list and have that as the next thing.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
Dad's fruit trees are filled with fruit.
And grubs.
And grubs. Are all the peaches ruined?
Most.
Oh no. Unfortunately, the birds came and ate all of the plums and the apricots. And then Dad reckons all the peaches are filled with bugs, which is really sad because, as you can see, this tree's got a heap of peaches on it and some of them will be ripe soon. Thankfully, the guava tree is coming out with guavas. They're not ready yet, but they shall be soon. And it has got so many on them. I love eating guavas just straight off the tree. What are these ones, Dad? It's orange?
Oranges.
Heaps of oranges. Obviously they're all green at the moment, but...
Some around here that are nearly ripe.
Very good. Second guava tree filled with guavas. And then there's an apple tree up there as well. And that's got heaps of little green apples on it.
Oh, well, he looks clean.
And then this tree is grapefruit. We always have so many grapefruits and Dad doesn't even eat them, so we need to give them to someone. A few mandarins on the tree, not far off, a couple more that are blooming, and then this is a massive mulberry tree, but unfortunately the birds end up getting the mulberries before we can eat them.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, really wanna know.
I just got back home and I actually did really well out of my trip to Mum and Dad's and downtown. I found these 3 books at the secondhand bookshop and they were kind of all already on my wish list or TBR, and I got them for a couple of bucks each. So really happy about that. I read Weekends for the Sunshine Gardening Society towards the end of last year and then managed to pick up another one of Sophie Green's books from the secondhand bookshop at the end of last year as well. It is The Ladies Swimming Circle, so I feel like I've probably got the entire collection now, which is fantastic. I also took advantage of Mum and Dad's printer having coloured ink to print off 2 potential designs for one of the photo frames I've got in the spare room. I just wanted to add a touch more pink to bring in a little bit more femininity to that room, and so I thought both of these would be really cute. I'm just going to cut them both down to size and see which one looks better in the space. I also then printed off my vision board / goals, and Mum was definitely keeping tabs of me with the printing because they didn't want me to use up all of their coloured ink as well. So I was going to do my summer bucket list, but I will have to actually buy myself some coloured ink and do that from here. And Mum very kindly gave me this face cream, night face cream, if it wants to focus. It's from a brand I love, Bopo Women, and she'd bought it for herself but hadn't been using it, so I know that I definitely will, so very keen to give that a try. When I got home, I also saw a package that had come in the mail for me. I'd put a one-piece swimsuit on my approved shopping list, and so I picked this one up from Kalani Keeney's in their Boxing Day sale, and I'm really excited to wear that to our next beach trip. And I grabbed this little beach pouch as well because I had been putting my phone and camera and etc. in like a little sandwich bag to try not get them sandy, but I thought that this would be a bit more practical, and it was on sale as well. And then this was not on my approved shopping list, so I did need to evaluate it, but we went into the newsagents for Mum to put on her lottery. Dad was looking at magazines and I was just randomly perusing as well, and I had never heard of Daphne's Diary before, but I was obviously intrigued by the pretty front cover and just started flicking through it, and I just felt that it was so my vibe. It's got like heaps of cozy crafts, recipes, just heaps of really like slow living sort of inspiration things. And the thing that I like the most about this is it seems like this magazine does not contain any ads. I stopped buying magazines so many years ago because I was sick of paying like a heap of money for something that is more than 50% ads. But I love that this one is just all content, really cozy, aesthetic and uplifting, and I definitely need to see if I can continue picking up some of these as they come out every month or every other month, however many times a year they do come out. Maybe I need to start popping into the newsagents and see if I can get some.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better.
I purchased another thing from my approved shopping list and it came in today. It is a bookcase for Hunter's room, and there is nothing like a rainy afternoon that is the perfect time for setting up some furniture.
I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you.
Remember when it was just you, and to coordinate a beach day, all you would need is get into your swimmers, grab a towel, some sunscreen, and off you go. To do so with a baby is like a whole mission to Mars, basically. I've got all our towels here. This is Hunter's section. I've got his towel, swimmers, hat, fresh nappy, 3 different kinds of sunscreen because this one's almost out, this one's for Hunter and this one's for us. I've got him a pouch and a spoon, a mum, 2 bananas, some chopped up strawberries, a bottle of water. I need to get some water for me. My pouch, which will have my phone, camera, keys in it. I'm also hoping maybe to do a little bit of beach reading and tick that off the list. We've got both our hats in the car. I need to get the shade. And I need to get Dave. And in my own swimmers. And then I think we're ready to go.